Hi guys, and welcome to All About the Philippines. Now I know many of you guys go to the Philippines quite regularly, so in today's video I'm going to tell you how you can get the best prices to the Philippines in 2019. So I've got 7 top tips coming your way that will surely save you money, so stay tuned. Now going to the Philippines, the biggest expense you're going to have is on your airfares. So if you can save money on your airfares, then you've got more money to spend while you're in the Philippines to enjoy your vacation. So it makes sense to try and save, especially on airfares. So let's just hop straight into it. Tip number 1, plan well ahead. Don't just say, oh, we're going to go next week or the week after. Okay, some people do that and they might get lucky and they might get a decent airfare. But if you want to get the very best airfares, you've got to plan well in advance. We're talking possibly six months at least in advance when you start to plan and start looking for your airfares. So tip number 2, research and compare your airfares. So this is where it starts some months before, that you want to be researching to find out, so what is a good airfare and what's not a good airfare. So finding a good comparison website is really important, where it can give you a good snapshot of many flights, airlines, etc. So I recommend Holiday Escape Travel as my own travel comparison website, and I know for a fact the settings are there so you will get the very best airfares. Try it yourself, check around, come back, try that, and I'll guarantee you're going to get the lowest airfare on your next vacation to the Philippines or anywhere else in the world for that matter. So do yourself a favor and check it out before you book an airfare with anyone else. Also, when you're searching, search other airports that you may be able to depart from. I know in Australia that's pretty hard to do because most of the international airports are in major cities which are quite away from each other. But in the United States, you know, I know there are some airports that are within driving distance, within 2 or 3 hours, where you can actually save hundreds of dollars depending which airport you depart from. So check around there as well. Just don't check from your airport that's closest to you. Check one that might be, you know, worth traveling to for 2 or 3 hours. You might just save yourself several $100s doing that as well. Book 3 to 4 months out from when you want to fly. If you try and book, you know, just a month or so out, month, maybe 2 months, quite often the prices have gone up. A lot of the airlines might have sold most of their tickets so they can afford to put the prices up. Occasionally though, there may be an exception to the rule where there's plenty of seats left on that plane, so the opposite can happen if you're lucky, and the prices may drop to quite low prices, but you don't want to take that risk. So I suggest do it around about the 3-month mark out. That's when generally you're going to get the very best prices. So following on from that, tip number 4 is the best time to be checking for new flights that have been put out is on Monday, and quite often that's when they have the best prices as well. Tip number 5, if you can fly on a Wednesday, do so, because Wednesdays are much cheaper than any other day of the week. Typically, much cheaper than any other day of the week. So if you're going to fly on a weekend, the prices are going to be higher. So if you can manage to fly to the Philippines and back from the Philippines on a Wednesday, you're going to save money straight away. The prices on those days are going to be typically lower. Sometimes they might also be lower on a Tuesday, and possibly sometimes a Thursday, but definitely a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, they're quite expensive. So tip number 6, if you can avoid Christmas, then forget Christmas. Typically the airlines are going to charge you double to fly around Christmas time. In that mid-December, early January range, the prices are going to shoot right up. So I understand a lot of people want to go home for Christmas, that sort of thing. Well, you need to pay that extra money. The thing you can try and do is look for promo deals. Maybe they're put out the middle of this year, and they may sometimes cover December if you're lucky. So keep an eye out for all the promo deals, but generally speaking, you're going to be paying double at Christmas time. The final tip is you get what you pay for. So what I'm saying, I'm talking about budget airlines. Now, budget airlines are good, but you have to be careful to read the fine print to know exactly what you're getting with a budget airline. Now, if you're on a budget, it makes sense to try and save money through a budget airline, and you can save a few $100s by doing that. Airlines like Cebu Pacific, for example, when you get your fare, it will be quite a low fare compared to something like Qantas or Cathay Pacific or some of those bigger airlines. But what you're getting is just your basic service. You've got to pay extra if you want to take check-in baggage. That's an extra fee, usually around about $40 or $50 each way. You're not going to get any snacks, drinks, or food on that budget airline. If you want those, you have to pay extra for those. On the budget airlines, there's no entertainment. There's no, movies to watch or, music to listen to. There's none of that sort of stuff. So if you're a person that can travel and sit there for the length of time that you need on a budget airline and not worry about those little comforts, I guess, and little details, then a budget airline could be good for you. But if you're one that wants to be a little bit more comfortable and wants the time to go quickly because you can keep distracted by watching movies or whatever, then you probably want to consider about which way you want to travel, whether it's budget or one of the more recognised airlines. So it's really important before you book your ticket, read all that fine print to know exactly what you're getting for. Also check that you know that the conditions around changing your flights, if you're allowed to change your flights, if it's going to cost you money to change your flights, if it's going to cost you money to cancel your flights, all that sort of stuff. Very important to know, just in case your plans unexpectedly change. Because if you're booking 3 to 4 months out, things sometimes can change. And you may need to change your booking. So you need to know if you're allowed to do that, and if so, is it going to cost you or not. And that'll depend upon whatever ticket you buy and what those conditions are. So read that before you buy the ticket, and then you'll know. So that's about it, guys. That's my 7 tips. If you guys have got any more tips, be sure to put them in the comments below. I'd like to hear what your tips are around this. These 7 tips I've given you is from my own experience with my own travel comparison website that I've got. I've learned a lot about how to get best flights when they are. I've done a lot of study around that. So I've passed these tips on to you guys to try and help you to get your best prices when you go away, so you've got more money to spend while you're in the Philippines on vacation. So if you've got any other tips that you've worked out how you can get cheaper flights, whack them in the comments below. We'd all love to hear that. And of course, don't forget to give the video a big thumbs up. Share the video with anyone who may enjoy it, with all your networks. And of course, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to get more videos. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Hope you're all doing well. Take care, and bye for now.